Hey, Jake Mace, the vegan athlete. How are all my gardeners out there, and how are all the fruit tree people out there? Tree people, how you guys doing? I'm having a good day today. I did a couple gardening classes here in my yard. I had maybe 100 people come through this weekend or so, and they're all interested in gardening. It's really amazing to see how we have a lot of interest out there in our city here in Arizona that people are interested in gardening and growing their own food at home, which I'm really happy about. So I look kind of frazzled right now, so that's since 5 a.m. getting ready and teaching all day long. I just got back from eating a late lunch, and I figured since I'm in teaching mode right now, I'll show you guys some things that are growing in my edible landscape. I'm also trying out some new technology in this live video, so I figured that I have to try out live with you guys. Trying out some new, really savvy selfie sticks, some new tech that's gonna make our live videos here really cool and really smooth. In fact, let me show you guys an example. I can actually run full speed right now with this stick, and it's smooth as silk. And if I spin around this way, look how smooth it is. I'm running full speed right now, and it's kind of staying with me smooth like it's movie. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna use some of this stuff. We have to give you guys a better live experience coming up here in the future. So let's go to my garden a little bit. Let me show you guys some things I'm growing that are working pretty well in my garden. And one of them is this tree behind me. This is an ironwood tree. I think anybody who's in my area in Arizona can't call themselves a serious gardener unless you have one of these trees. This ironwood tree is a quintessential Arizona native tree. Mine's pretty big now. It's about, I would say, close to 15 feet tall. I'm over 6 feet, and this guy's at least twice my height, more than twice my height. I bought it for $7, and in 4 years he's grown this much. So I would say to you guys is ironwood tree seems to be a great tree for the Phoenix area. I never water it. It exists on native water only. And when it flowers in the springtime, flowers are edible. And the flowers turn into edible pea pods that taste and look similar to edamame you would get at a sushi restaurant. Over here, I got a Barbados cherry tree, also called Ace Rolla. Look at the size of this guy. He is pretty big. I would say he's pushing 11 feet tall right now. And he's got some good growth. These Barbados cherries do really well in Phoenix. They love the full sun, they love the full heat. But they don't like the cold. This guy's been in the ground for almost 3 years now, maybe like 2.5 years. So he's already experienced 2 winters before. So I'm hoping that this year he will do a lot better. And he'll fare better this winter because he's more established. So definitely if you're planting anything that's sensitive to freeze, like if they're sensitive like a subtropical, okay? Protect them for the first 1 or 2 winters and treat them like a baby. Alright? Let's see here. I have a good example today of gardening class. I just learned from one of the docents at the Botanical Garden, the desert botanical garden here in Phoenix, that even a saguaro cactus, when it's a baby, it grows a lot longer and more dense needles. And the reason being is that when it's a baby, it can shade itself with those needles. So you guys go find a baby saguaro, you'll notice how it's covered in thorns, covered in needles. And what the docent told me was that for the first few years of a saguaro cactus life, it's 70% shaded by those needles, 70%. So that really made a lot of sense to me as a gardener because now I know that even a saguaro cactus, the most native desert plants, the saguaro is the quintessential Arizona native plant. Even a saguaro needs 70% shade for the first few years. And then once it's established, it gets smaller needles and it can handle the heat. So when you're planting a fruit tree, you got to baby it for those first couple summers and first couple winters. Once it's hardened up and it's mature, it can do pretty well on its own. So the Barbados cherry is one of those guys that take the full sun, but needs some frost protection. One tree that is my favorite to plant in Phoenix area that doesn't need that much protection is this guy right here, the date. And I've got 20 date palms now in my garden here, and the date palm lives for over 100 years, produces 100 pounds of fruit per year when it's mature. And these are 3 varieties, 1, 2, 3, back there. They're doing pretty well. It's a China Ranch Black, China Ranch Gold, and a Black Sphinx. And I've gotten these date palms all over the place. They've been one of my favorite fruit trees. I actually really would like to move to an area of the world that you can garden more favorably, like a tropical climate, maybe a Pacific temperate climate like British Columbia. But the reason I'm still here in Phoenix, the only reason is literally because of these date trees. I'm so excited about the prospect of growing my own dates and how many varieties of dates I have planted that I'm staying here in Phoenix and keeping my urban farm here, which we call them jelly gardens. I want to see these dates grow, and hopefully I'll have someday 20 date palms that'll be producing maybe 200 pounds of dates per year each. That's 4,000 pounds of dates per year, and that's going to be quite the harvest of edible food in my front backyard. So if you can produce 4,000 pounds of food from just one type of tree per year in your front backyard on a third of an acre like mine, you're doing pretty good. So date palms, definitely one you guys gotta go find. And I had about 9 of them that I just sold out, and people seem to like the deal I got for those date palms. So if I go over here, another edible tree I love in the Phoenix area is the carob. And this carob right here used to be a baby tree, but it was like an adolescent baby. It was like a young teenager. It had already flowered, so I knew for sure it was a female because you want to get the female one. Not all trees are female, but carobs are. And this carob is the way that the desert dwellers here in Phoenix can get chocolate. It puts out an edible bean pod called carob bean pod, C-A-R-O-B, and it can be a chocolate substitute with no caffeine, with less fat, and lots of nutrients. And so this guy now is doing pretty well. This will eventually, mark my words, this will eventually be the largest tree in my yard. Because I know my friend Seamus has a mature one that's got easily 60 feet of height, 50 feet of width, and the canopy is like 20 feet high. So you can walk, you can put a 20-foot tall truck underneath it, and it's like a treehouse tree. So eventually this tree will be the largest one in my yard, so why we gave it a lot of space. So it has lots of my dogs wrestling there. They're practicing their dog style kung fu. I gave this guy a lot of space so that he can grow and fill this whole area. And eventually we'll have like a nice little outdoor seating area here. We can get the shade and the microclimate that's pleasant for humans underneath this carob tree. So I definitely recommend growing carob tree in Phoenix. And along the same line, similar kind of tree that does very well here, also produces a lot of food, is the pecan tree. I got 2 pecan trees, and I was telling my tour group today, all the gardeners were interested in growing their own food. This is a weird time right now. We hit a crazy time where a lot of people from all walks of life, people that are wealthy, that are poor, that are middle class, business owners, business workers, everybody in between. Everyone's interested in gardening, growing their own food, either in the backyard, front yard, on a patio, or in some serious land like 3 acres. But if you think about Phoenix, think about Camelback Mountain. Okay, Camelback Mountain has had a lot of food being grown around it for hundreds of years, since before Arizona was even a state. And if you guys know anything about the history of the Phoenix area, the three main types of food that was being produced by Camelback Mountain was citrus trees. There are still citrus groves to this day by Camelback. Also, a lot of date palms and pecans. And to this day, if you go into Arcadia, and by 44th Street, Camelback area in there, kind of Paradise Valley, Phoenix meet, you will still see a wide variety of pecan trees and date palms and citrus trees because the urban sprawl of the modern day has pushed a lot of those fruit trees out, but there are still many of them left over that are doing quite well there, and you can still see their thrive. So if you're a Phoenix area gardener interested in growing some food, if you're interested in growing just beautiful plants, you're still probably pretty cool, but you're super cool in my book if you're growing food. And pecan, dates, and citrus are 3 really, really good varieties of trees to grow in Phoenix area if you want to grow some serious food. We're gonna walk over here before we start to my main garden area. And if you guys have any questions, answer them, or put your questions in the comments, I'll answer them below. Also, I forgot to mention, I do these videos for free. No one's paying me for this stuff, so please hit the like button for me, hit the heart button, hit the wow face, and also hit that share button. The share button is the most important button because it helps you get the word out about gardening at home. And also I put a link in the description of this video. See it up here, down here, I forget where it is, here, somewhere. There's a link that I just posted to YouTube. If you click on it right now, the video might still be uploading, so click on the link to YouTube, check it out. I just harvested my first dragon fruit in my backyard, and I showed the video for my vegan athlete YouTube following out there. So if you guys watched my video about a month ago, where I woke up at night at 10 o'clock at night, and I went outside and I pollinated the dragon fruit flower, and I wasn't sure if it would actually take. It took, and the dragon fruit grew. It was right today. I just picked it, and I was pleasantly surprised at what was on the inside. So if you want to see what was inside the fruit, go to that link that's in the description, the YouTube link, and click on it and watch me eat the dragon fruit. It's remarkable. I'm so excited for that kind of style of fruit. That behind me is my main garden, and this is the best time of year to be growing a garden in the Phoenix area. And because it's very warm here in the wintertime, and Phoenix area residents can grow a lot of winter greens. So right now I have a lot of winter greens. I have some dinosaur kale, black kale down below here. I've got a lot of Swiss chard right here. It beats in between cilantro and sweet peppers. If you guys look above that, up there, you will see I got Asian yard-long beans growing up the trellis that put off a bean pod. Is literally a yard long. It's pretty amazing. My favorite kind of bean. And if you guys pan over here, you'll see I got forests of basil. Pretty much a lot of this down here is volunteer carrots and sweet peppers. I picked the pet plants from Suzanne of Villardi with Villardi.com, and I have basil all in this area. There's 6 varieties of basil. Serrated, there's Thai basil, there's holy basil, there's lemon basil, there's cinnamon basil, and sweet basil. And I'm gonna test all that coming up here before the freeze happens. In the back of my garden, I see that Janine Sander jumped in here, and my neighbor Jack Davis, she must have a yard farm. She has a yard farm on Facebook. And my friend Janine, she's a live gardener at her home as well. She also rescues pugs, and they hooked me up with some of this incredible purple sweet potato vine, and now it's growing out of control. And I believe that I'm eating it. The greens are edible like spinach, I'm eating them, and also the tubers really ground the purple sweet potato. And I wanted to show you guys something here. I want to show you how delicious. This is why I got this new technology I'm not quite used to yet. I'm gonna figure it out here. There I am, right there. Right. I got this kind of sweet pepper growing. It looks like jalapeno pepper, but it's not. I don't know if Suzanne Villardi remembers what variety it is. I forget what variety it is. If you guys like this video so far, hit the like button right now, hit the heart button, hit the share button, hit the wow face for me. I want to see that stuff float across the screen. I love seeing it. This guy looks like spicy jalapeno, but he's not. He's a sweet pepper, and really has a lot of flavor. The taste is pretty much identical to jalapeno with no spiciness. So at first, it tricks you. You eat it, and you're thinking, oh my god, I'm in trouble. It's gonna be too spicy, but then it's alright, pretty good. And behind here you can see all the basil growing back here. All this is basil. That'll probably die out for the frost. I saw my friend Gabriel Miranda's in there, and Gabriel is responsible for hooking me up with these incredible tomatillos. I'm gonna really quick turn the video around backwards. So you ready? 1, 2, 3. You guys can see down here, I got all these incredible tomatillos. They're in these husks, like little lanterns, like Chinese lanterns you get around Chinese New Year. And inside there is a green tomato that'll ripen in a little bit. I brought these back from Center, Colorado. My friend Gabriel and his family, Yesenia and all the family out there in Center, they hooked me up with these tomatillos. And they've been growing prolifically for me for years now, about 2 years. And they do great. They're growing in the midst of all the basil. So you guys look through here, there's basil flowers, edible, flowers, edible. They also attract bees. The best bee pollinator in my yard is basil. And in between are all the tomatillos in the husks here. This one is a really nice one. Let me see if this one's right. Let's check it out. So that's what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like on the inside. I'm gonna flip you back around. Before I flip you around, let me show you guys the sweet potato. Look back in here. That's all the sweet potato growing with lemongrass in the middle. So lemongrass and sweet potato. And then, oh, you know what just happened? I just accidentally snapped off a delicious green bell pepper. I usually make these guys are red, but this guy just snapped off a mistake. And I'll still keep it. If I can up this way, you guys can see how there's still more on the vine. Hit the like button for that. Hit the heart button for that. That is pretty cool. And if I go over here, put my hand there, I can show you guys these red peppers are ripe and ready. What I found is that these peppers are as sweet as strawberries. They're very, very sweet, very, very good. Show you guys what they taste like right now. I'm trying to use this new tech here. Let me show you the taste. And here's an example. I got some ants on me right now. My pepper plants do attract ants. Not too many, just a few, but they don't hurt the plant. They just kind of they eat the aphids off their aphids, and they help keep my soil nice and fertile. Oh my god, that is like so tender. It almost tastes like meat. Before I was vegan, I was 19 when I went vegan. I was a big meat eater, and that right there almost tastes like meat. It's like as tender as like a good steak. If I remember correctly from back in the day. Maybe I've just been vegan too long, and I forget what steak tastes like. Yeah, that's how vegan I am now. Like, I'm starting to think that sweet peppers taste like steak. Oh my god, I'm such a nerd, man. I'm like the ultimate square looking for. Vegan in denial. So my sweet peppers taste like T-bone steak, like filet mignon. Anyways, it's very, very good, very tender. And that's my point. Very tender. But the tomatillo looks like this, and you peel off this paper like stuff on the inside. Is a green tomato which has a sticky film all over. It's kind of sticky. You'll get your hands all sticky. When you eat it, it's kind of like a sweet tomato. But it's not really tomato taste. It's kind of got its own taste. Oh, very sweet. So the inside got seeds like that. So what happens is that usually I can't eat all of them. That's why maybe about 10 or 20 get left in the raised bed, and they rot, become the soil, and they grow the next year. So most of my garden over here, most of my main garden center, that you guys are looking at, most of it is volunteer. Most of it has grown on its own and comes back the following season. The tomatillo did not taste like lemon. It tastes like tomatillo. But I'll walk you guys over here for a sec. I'll show you. I got a big, like a forest of mint over here. This raised bed back here is all mint, all in here. And usually what I find is that the mint tends to sprawl out and become kind of invasive, so we have its own raised bed right here. Let me walk you guys over here for a sec. And while I do that, look at the comments. You guys have a question or a shout out. Give me a comment right now. I'll give you a shout out here in the live feed. That seed will germinate. This tree right here is really impressive. Anybody out there who has roots in India will know this tree. It's neem, N-E-M. The neem tree is like a tree of life, and there's over 200 known medicinal uses for neem, including a lot of folks believe, and there's research to show that it has positive effects on helping to cure, prevent, and heal people from diabetes. It also is used as a contraceptive, and people use neem oil in their garden to keep pests away. So this neem tree I picked up from Seamus O'Leary's, and it's been one of my favorites over the years, and really is an amazing plant. I feel like I just kind of let the neem massage my skin, that the oils are healing me from anything in the city, so I'm not negative. And now, sana, bolita de rana, all better. I'm all cured. I also eat the neem, so we take the neem leaves, they're kind of bitter, and all good medicine is better, and we put it in our smoothies and things like that. So let me look at the comments here really quick. I'm gonna also upload this video to the Vegan Athlete YouTube channel, so you guys are there in about a day or two. Check out this video again on the Vegan Athlete channel. But you guys can hit the share button and help share our urban gardening on Facebook group. There's approaching 9,000 members very soon. Let's see, we got Green's Garden here. Thanks, Green's, for coming in. We got Jeff and Lodian. Great to have Lodian out there in my live feed. How's everything going, Lodian? We got Deanna. Do you have Jamaican cherry or strawberry tree? No, I don't. I think the strawberry tree, I know Seamus O'Leary sells them, and I think they can be cold sensitive. So make sure you're gonna grow that. Maybe container grow it. Maybe nurse it for the first few winters. But you know, I've seen gardeners who think they're growing a lot of stuff. So I would say try it out and see what happens. Hey Daisy, thanks for the compliment. Thanks for watching. We got Jab out there. Oh, thanks for coming to the tour today, Jab. We got Raul. Do you spray a leaf supplement to help with winter protection? You know, I spray tree food into the leaves of my tree. We call it foliar feed. We spray a nutrient solution with sea kelp and micronutrients into the leaves on a monthly basis. But I don't think you can spray it during the cold weather to protect against cold. What you do is you spray the foliar feed on the trees during the whole year, which improves the health and the strength of your trees, which will then in turn make them more resilient to the heat, to the cold, and to pests. So a healthy tree equals a tree that's more resilient to the elements. Who else is out there? Green's Garden. No equipment is smooth. Thanks, man. Yeah, pretty smooth. But I can't quite get. Oh, there you go. Now follow me. I'm trying to get better at this thing here. We got here. Let's see. Who else is out there? My friend Jack Davis. Go follow Jack at the Yard Farm. Thanks for coming in, Jack. We got Deanna saying that can be twice as big as the carob. Oh, totally. And I'm noticing that the carob and the pecan are increasing in growth exponentially. And so they grew kind of slow for the first year or two, but now they're almost doubling in size every year, which means they're getting bigger. And then that growth is improving by 2 the next year, so they're growing rapidly. So we got my friend Jeff Hawkinson. What's up, Jeff? Thanks for coming in here. Let's see here. Raul's asking, are pecans low growers? I don't know what you mean by that. You have to explain that comment there. Hong is asking how big our property is. A third of an acre. Hong, third of an acre. Let's see here. We got David Evans. I'm gonna use your first name. Is it Raise or Rise? David Evans. Shout out from Wales. Thanks for coming in here. Thanks for watching the video. Oh, Raul, are you slow growers? Yeah, pecans are known as slow growers, but also depends on your soil. If you water them right, you have good healthy nutrient dense soil, then they will grow faster. Let's see here. We got what's in here. We got James. My friend James Madison. Thanks for joining in here. We got Mario. Yo, what's up, Mario? And Gabriel Miranda. Thanks for coming in. We got Joni. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, dogs. They stay with me the whole time. They're always on my feet. They like to follow me around. So the whole live feed. Watch. If I walk away, she'll come along for the ride. I'm gonna have to call her. Watch her come over in a sec. There's Venus. We're back here in the corner of my yard, which I showed today. My group that came to the garden tour. I showed them how I have this moringa tree right here, which was a volunteer moringa that I even planted here, popped up on its own. And now it's just growing as a volunteer, and it's using the water from my Mexican elderberries right next door. So this Mexican elderberry is getting some shade protection because the moringa is being a good parent to the elderberries. They're working together and use the same water system. Then I have this really cool area where I love these cactus that I'm growing right here. It's a variety of prickly pear cactus that have the largest prickly pear fruit called tuna I've ever seen on nopalitos before. And so next year I haven't had them fruit yet. I took one pad of each cactus and I planted one pad. Now it's growing this cactus and they'll fruit next year, hoping. And it's raining right now on me. I just felt the drop in my head. Luckily, I have the new iPhone, which is supposed to be waterproof. So if it starts raining, we're gonna keep this live video going. We're gonna see if Apple really is waterproof now. Let's check it out. Let's see. We got who else is in here? We got Luke, Janine, we got David. Yeah, tree college man, get him. We got see who else is in here. We got David. Saying I'm a cool nerd. Thanks, David. We got Marina. We got Abdullah, my friend Abe, the date master. What's up, Abe? Thanks for coming in my live feed here. Let's see here. We got Lori. Hey, Lori. Lori, what are you asking me? Do I plant now? Which plant are you talking about? We got Ivan from Miami. What's up, Ivan? Hey, Abe. Yeah, the weather is beautiful. Oh my God. Like this is, I was telling the gardener, this is the best time of year for gardening because the trees have not lost their leaves yet. They still got their leaves on them, but they haven't gone dormant yet, and it's still warm enough to enjoy the outdoors. But it's cold enough that the trees are like excellent. Ah, thank God the summer's over. And we got here. We got JM. Thanks for coming, man. We got who else is in there? We got Chris. Yeah, Chris. I just showed you a few. I'll show you a few more in a second. These are the two. My friend Abe. He has a really nice Facebook page. I'm about to post a video. I just did with Abe. It's gonna go up next week on my Vegan Athlete channel. And I got some medjool date palms from Abe. And one is right here by Pepper. This is one of the medjools that Abe had in his yard. They're 3 years old. I just planted them. Hey, Pep, here. Pep, here. So see the date palms right there, and hopefully it'll fruit next year the year after. And then over here is another date palm. Put them side by side. They're kind of like the twin towers of medjool date palms. We've got Leonidas. Thanks for coming, man. We got Megan. Who are you asking about, Megan? Where's she located? Who are you asking about? Can you clarify down there? We got this here. Who else is in there? I'm trying to get everybody. Janet, Eric. We got Fabian. Shout out to Hernandez Farms in South Phoenix. What's up, Fabian? Let's see here. We got Barrett and Derek. And I'm trying to get to you all. Christina. We got, if I can't get to you right now, I'm going to answer the questions later in the comments. Got Sarah from Sacramento. Isaac, yeah, beautiful, I love it. We got Adam, always info. Thanks, Adam. We got Adria. Is that how you say it? Or maybe it's Adira. Oh my god, I'm sorry if I'm botching it. The Ace Rolla cherry hedge. You guys, you watched my videos for a while. It didn't make it. I was stupid and I thought that the Ace Rolla could make it in the winter. I planted the hedge in the fall time. It didn't give them enough time to root out into the cold, knock them back, and threw them out. So I planted a hedge of bonanza miniature peach trees in their place right here. So I'll show that next spring when they come out of dormancy. Thanks for watching the YouTube videos there. And you guys, I want to thank you guys for coming in here. So a little update on my date palms. They're doing really, really well, and this one looks really pretty. This one is called an Avada date. And I like it a lot. It looks really nice. It's got this nice structure and nice shape. It's about, I would say, 8 feet tall. And it's working. The leaves look pretty tall. They're going well above me here. And let me show you one thing before we leave is my papaya trees. And that's going to be cut this light off today because it's getting dark on me. The papaya trees are over here. And I just made a video with my friend Greg Peterson. He was over here. We did a video on papaya. The Mexican papaya was right. He was one I've been waiting for 2 years for to get right. Because you guys have seen before talking about my Thai Nung number 2 papaya. So I go out here out the gate. You guys can see how these papayas right here are Thai Nung number 2. They're pretty big and amazing. They're like 15 feet tall. So they're more than double my height. And this one over here has had about 25 to 35 papaya this year alone. I've already eaten 20 so far. There's about 15 left on there. And the one next to it is its first year. It's only 11 months old. And it's already grown 14 feet tall in its first 11 months from seed. And so that will show the difference between when I planted the other one. I wasn't planting them right. I was planting them in the wrong kind of soil. And this year I did it right. Now this tree is just a monster papaya. Look how tall they are. They're so big out there. But over here is a papaya that I like a lot. My friend David Rosenberg, the Arizona Rare Fruit Growers, he grew it from seed. Got to 6 inches tall. And I planted the 6-inch tall seedling. And that was last year. And this is a Mexican papaya that actually has me. Put the camera around so you guys can see. Ready? This Mexican papaya has really, really large papayas that are getting ripe right now. You guys see them on there? The YouTube video is coming tomorrow. So look out for the YouTube video, or not tomorrow, but next week. I'll have a YouTube video on November 8th. It was literally the tastiest, most delicious papaya I have ever eaten in my entire life. I have my waterfall. And it feeds the river. That gives the fish oxygen. You can up here, you guys can see the bridge out there in the distance. And the water flows underneath. So I really like the Mexican just why? Because the Mexican papaya is shorter. It's only about 8 feet tall. See? That's the height right there, so 8 feet tall. Which means for Phoenix area, it's less susceptible to the monsoon winds. The big ones behind me, you guys see the big boys, the 15 footers, the Thai number 2. They're so tall that if a big monsoon comes in gusts, it blows a lot of leaves away. And I had that problem last summer. This summer they were okay, so they look like studs because they didn't get blown away. But last summer they did, and it really it knocked them back a bit. You guys, I love you all. Thanks for gardening and growing food at home. Thanks for listening to me rant in this live video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the information and some of the success of having gardening here in the desert in the Phoenix area. The only thing I close it today by my gardening group is that I really believe, my personal belief is that in today's world, your vote for politics, whether it's local politics or whether it's federal politics, the ballot you just passed a couple weeks ago for president and the proposition in their local offices, I think that matters much, much less than it used to in the previous generation before that. I really do. You still vote, of course, but I think that vote at the ballot box matters very, very little. In my opinion, in the current day, our generation, the real vote that matters is the one you vote with your money. The dollars. The dollars is the real vote, and that's the vote that doesn't happen every 4 years. The money vote happens every time you spend money every day. And so I was telling my group today that if you guys give the money to the big corporations, you're going to empower the big corporations. When America becomes an oligarchy, it's going to be because we vote for that money, you know? So I think that what's really important to do today is to put your money into you. Put it into you. Just take your money and spend it on you. Spend it on your front of your backyard. Put it into growing food at home. Because if you guys can grow your own greens and your own herbs and your own papayas and your own fruits and your own pecans, your own nuts and your own moringa trees, your own medicine, you can grow your own wheatgrass and juice it. You can grow your own starfruits and your own dates and have a sweet tooth source, a dessert source at your property. Not only will you be in better shape now than you've ever been before, but you'll be less prone to disease and illness, and then you'll live a longer life without sickness. I did a lot of training in China. I did a study abroad in China in college. I do Chinese martial arts. I speak Mandarin. 现在我没有中国朋友，所以天天我的中文比较不好。It's comparatively getting worse. And in China, they believe that a healthy person lives a life without sickness, then dies quick. All right, live a life without sickness, then dies quick. In America, what do you see happening around us? The opposite happening. People are living a life and they're sick constantly. They're on medications constantly, and then they die slow. And it's drawing out illness. I think that we should be in the business of investing our money in ourselves, growing our own food at home, using the rock dust in our soil, using worm castings, using biodynamic active living compost in our soil, so that when the food is grown in our own front backyard, it's nutrient dense, full of minerals, making us healthier, and enabling us to live a healthy life without sickness, and then hopefully later in life when we're good, old, and ready, we'll die quick. That's my message for today. The happy message to you guys. I want to encourage you guys to become one of the people and grow your own food at home. If you can, go vegan once in a while. I guarantee you, if you grow your own food at home, just by default, you'll eat more fruits and veggies because most people are stubborn. When you grow it yourself, you're not willing to let that kale go to waste. All right. Have a great night. Have a great week at work this week. Try to have at least one day this week where you only eat fruits and vegetables, like your man Jake Mason been doing for 15 years. I'll see you guys on my Instagram, my Snapchat, Jake Mason IG, my vegan athlete YouTube channel. I want to encourage you guys to share this video, watch it again if you want to, and click the link above to go to my latest video on dragon fruit and check out how delicious it was and what the color of the fruit was on the inside. I love you guys. See you all next time. People, I am out.